Parliament was forced to adjourn sittings on Monday due to quorum concerns raised by the minority caucus. The group had earlier threatened to disrupt parliamentary business over quorum issues if the majority caucus failed to make themselves available for the business of the House. Now, during proceedings on Monday, the Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, raised quorum concerns amid plans by the Majority Chief Whip, Frank Anot Dompre, to present the Weah lithium and bauxite agreement to the House. The Speaker, Alban Bagbin, was compelled to adjourn sittings after a head count revealed that only 24 members of Parliament were present for proceedings. There is more in the following report.
The minority group had earlier threatened to disrupt parliamentary business if the majority caucus failed to avail themselves in their numbers in the chamber for business to take place. Now, this was because the minority had over the period complained about the absenteeism of the majority group. During proceedings in Parliament on Monday, the Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, raised concerns about the lack of the required numbers for business to take place in the House, which compelled the Speaker, Alban Bagbin, to adjourn the House after the quorum procedure was followed.
Civil society organizations who embark upon the demonstration, who have confidence in us, are expecting us to do a very good work. But Mr. Speaker, we are saying that it will not be nice for the lithium and the bauxite agreements, the Speaker, to come through Parliament with lightning speed.
Did it come before the business committee?
Very honest, he who seeks equity must come with clean hands. If it is the case, Speaker, if it is the case that is the argument, all the papers that were laid last week did not come before the business statements. That is a statement of fact. Now, we are masters of our own rules. And oftentimes when it becomes necessary, Speaker, for us to amend, be it business questions, that is why even today, typical example today, questions that we have programmed, it has become necessary that we reprogram the questions. So we are not taking the questions. That is why we say that we are masters of our own rules.
Speaker, I'm standing on Order 64 to raise a quorum for the transaction of business this morning. Mr. Speaker, they bring business to this House, and they can't consistently rely on our numbers to have business of government executed. For me, it demonstrates lack of seriousness, and I don't think that we need to be giving them this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, last week and last 2 weeks, I raised this issue. They are in our constituencies campaigning, yet they expect us to execute their business for them. It is completely unacceptable.
As we are at your discretion, but the minister should be at least allowed to lay the paper, and then, Speaker, out of your wisdom, you can do the appropriate referral. Then we can take it from there. So you raise the quorum just to stop us from laying the paper. This is most unfair.
Head count 24. The House stands adjourned.
The Member of Parliament for Asante Achim North, Andy Apiakubi, had an interaction with journalists defending the amendment to the road traffic regulation to offer lawmakers an opportunity to use siren and also be exempted from the speed limit while carrying out official duties.
I don't see why we have to impugn hatred, impugn jealousy, impugn mistrust into the provision. It is omnibus and it covers a lot of institutions. So attempts to single out one particular institution for rebuke is not fair.
Parliament could not conduct any meaningful business on Monday because it lacked the required numbers of 92 for business to take place in the House. Now, the minority says that it would ensure that the concerns of the lack of quorum would be raised every now and then if the majority would not avail itself for business to take place. Reporting from Parliament, my name is Ni Ayikwe Okain for Channel One News.